What can't you do without in your kitchen? Your favorite appliance? A favorite ingredient? A special pot? Or is it those knives? What can't I do without? Let me share mine with you today. Welcome to Food Journey and my I Can't Do Without episode. So what can't I do without? Garlic. Firstly, it's probably my favorite aromatic ingredient, surpassing all others. So many varieties and so many ways to use it. You can go raw, baked, fried. There's no real substitute for its unique flavor, which just evokes a certain warm emotion in me and in my senses and transforms everything it touches into wonderful. I can't count how many times I've said everything tastes better with garlic. So today I'm choosing a few recipes, favorites of mine, and hopefully for all you garlic lovers out there, an addition to your garlic repertoire. And for the unconverted, a warm introduction. There are so many varieties of garlic. Who knew? Look at all these, for instance. So many to choose from. And where to start? Let's begin with what's readily and locally available here. I've seen two types here typically. The larger hardneck, large cloves, with more to use but less potency than the soft neck variety, packing a garlicky punch, but needing real patience to peel. We'll also be using garlic chives today, and look at its beautiful bloom. The ingredients for our first recipe are all laid out. Parsley and garlic are front and center, as well as these baby russet potatoes. Well, we're starting off today with some garlicky chips. Everybody loves chips. I know I do. Try not to eat them too often though. You can do a lot with them. You can season them just with simple salt. Some people like a little bit of salted vinegar. Other people like masala chips. Remember I made those on my cheat day episode? They were delicious. So today we're going to make sort of a buttery, garlicky little sauce to drip on top of the chips. But I think the lesson here really is, how do I make the perfect chip? Now that's something I'm going to show you. Of course, you have to start off with the perfect potato. For baking, a russet like I'm using. But if you're boiling, new potatoes and round red are great. If you're frying, russets again and white. And roasting, new russets and long whites. Russets win again for mashing as well as the yellow variety. This is a russet potato. It's sort of the common ones that you'll find here in Lagos. These are tiny. They are sometimes much bigger, of course. These are baby ones, I suppose. So the first thing that we need to do is wash them, because they're coming straight from the ground, and I'll show you how to do that effectively. Just fill a basin with a little water so you can get rid of any soil by literally giving them a bit of a scrub. In fact, I'm using some soap and a semi-abrasive sponge. Then a final rinse in clean water, and you're ready to cook. So these have all been washed now. We're not going to make all of these chips, just a nice little portion for one or two, okay? So peeling. Some people like to use a potato peeler. I like to use a sharp little knife because it just gives me a little bit more control. So we're going to peel these now, right? So first of all, sharp knife, sharp knife, little knife that you can control. And you just want to peel the potatoes as close to the skin as possible. I just kind of turn mine around like this and get thin little ribbons, trying not to waste too much of the potato. It just takes a little bit of patience and you can do it. But of course the secret is a sharp knife. So we'll just take all this skin off, like so. Another little rinse, just so they're squeaky clean. Right, the next thing we have to do is cut the potatoes, right? So potatoes have a lot of starch in them. And once they've been cut, a lot of people like to soak them in water, in cold water for a while, so that some of that starch can come out. It's a bit like you rinse your rice before you cook it. Now, that is the first step. So, slice into half, and then into quarters. Now these are great sort of steak-sized chips, but what we want are thinner ones. So into quarters again, or rather into eighths. The fork just has to sort of go in with a little resistance, but definitely go in and you'll know that they're parboiled, okay? Good. Let's get some oil in a big wok, and I'll show you just how much, and make sure you've got your colander as well, your metal one on hand. Here's mine. And we're going to just pour in our oil. I like to heat the pan a little bit first so we don't waste too much time. I've drained the chips dry in a plastic colander, and this reduces splatter for my first fry. Take them out before they begin to brown, so they can rest before their second fry. For the garlicky, buttery topping, we're cracking off some garlic cloves, peeling them, cutting them in half, and crushing them in a handy garlic crusher, a great tool to have in the kitchen. Done. Now chop up some parsley, nice and small. A couple of tablespoons of butter in a hot pan. Now that's energetic. Garlic in, and once it's tame, the parsley too. Now mix it up. I can really smell this. It's awesome. And that's the sauce. Second cooking of the chips. The oil is really hot now, and it's going to just finish them off. They are more chip color like now, so we can drain them, all crispy and golden. There's something about the resting stage, I think, that slight dryness that gets them so crispy on the second finishing fry. A little salt, and we're good. Okay, so let's get these chips onto the plate, looking lovely, and drizzle our garlic butter and parsley all over the chips. Time for the food journey taste. I love this part. Yum, yum. Cheers. Hot. Delicious. Garlicky. Lovely. So we've sauteed our garlic for the augmented chips. A real treat, don't you think? Now we're going to have a taste of garlic in its natural state and really enjoy its full potency. By the way, I truly do understand why some people are put off by garlic. The taste of it can stick with you like glue the whole day. If it isn't your thing, it can even be offensive to you. A bit like eating a raw onion. So I sincerely hope that you try this one with someone who's totally garlic compatible. Get ready to wow your taste buds with a good old chicken sandwich, garlic styly. Starting off with this gorgeous seed bread. It's got poppy seeds, sesame seeds, and sunflower seeds. Beautiful pink and fleshy chicken breasts. These will yield 2 good sandwiches. Rosemary, tomato, and of course, garlic. Here are 2 beautiful chicken breasts. I got them from the butcher's. They're lovely and pink. And what we need to do is butterfly them. Now, the reason why I'm doing this is because we don't want a thick slab of chicken in the sandwich. So we're just going to take off that breast, that little breast bone. It's cartilage really. Take that out and feel around for any more of it that you've missed. So here's a bit. There. Okay. Now to butterfly. This already is slightly open, and what you want to do is slice down a little bit, not going all the way through, and then just take your knife and slowly open the chicken, gently running your knife along the side. So we're getting a more open effect here. Doing the same thing with the other side and just sort of cutting and scraping it open. Butterflying the breast allows it more surface area to heat and cook faster, and probably stretch the portion size too. Let's go ahead and put the 2 pieces in there and wash our board. And we're going to season it up because we need some flavor in that chicken as well to counter the lovely garlic we're having in it. So, a lime, some turmeric, black pepper, salt, and olive oil. So let's cut the cheeks off of the lime. These are the cheeks, the side bits. And when I do this, I kind of avoid most of the seeds, as you can see, except this one. We'll pop it out. Okay, turmeric. We love this. Very anti-inflammatory. And what we need to do is just tap it into the bowl and on top of the chicken. We're going to come back and use our hands, clean hands, to just work that in. So don't worry. I found this lovely loaf of bread, and you can see it's got poppy seeds, sesame seeds on it, and sunflower seeds on it as well. It's a nice big loaf and it'll yield lovely hearty slices. So let's go ahead and slice. I don't want this end bit, but I do want this bit. And see, I'm trying to cut it about 1/2 inch thick. So that's one slice. Another. Just take your time. Another slice. This is going to be a big sandwich. I'm toasting these in a large, dry, heated pan. They're too big for my toaster until they're crispy, but still pliable. Look at that crunchy surface. I need this, and you'll see why in a minute. Okay, let's get this lovely marinated chicken in to the pan. Come a little closer and have a look at that, sizzling very nicely. Let's add some rosemary. This is the fun part. We've got to cut our chicken up into bite-sized pieces and dress the bread with the garlic. So let me show you how you do that. You got your chicken like this, and you kind of want to just make nice slices with your knife. So every single mouthful will have some chicken on it. Peel 1 clove of garlic and slice down the middle. And on this surface, score with your knife in a crisscross fashion, softening it up. And on these rough bits on the toast, rub the raw garlic all over. And on the other piece too. A little tomato cut in half. Same treatment as the garlic all over the toast to moisten it. Dress tomato slices with black pepper and build that sandwich. What's left to do, really, is a bit of a drizzle of olive oil just to enrich it. And voila! There is our chicken garlic sandwich. I need to taste this, and I know that when I do, I'm gonna have a big mouthful, so I'm just gonna tell you it tastes great before I try it. Here goes. Look at all that yummy chickeny goodness. Cheers. Garlic soup now, heavy on the garlic, and some other friends too. So, the last thing I'm making for you today is a garlic soup. Fancy that. Lots of garlic in it, and this time it's going to be boiled with some other little vegetables as well. So it's not going to be just exclusively garlic, but the taste, the main taste, of course, is going to be garlic. We're using about 8 or 9 cloves of it. So no kissing for at least an hour after you've had this soup. So let's get crushing. So really the idea is, again, cut all these bits of garlic in half, like so. And just in case you forgot, garlic crusher in and crush. Cut some leeks, the white softer parts, and split them down the middle to wash them. I'm putting in good old olive oil. It's about 3 tablespoons. And butter, lots of it. This is going to be a little bit more fattening. And while that butter is melting in there, let's get our leeks in, our onions in, a little salt. Let's add all this garlic. I guess that's why they call it garlic soup.
Carrots in for more veggie power. Now let this boil for a good 20 minutes so everything gets a good handshake.
I think our soup is cooked now. The potatoes are cooked, the carrots are cooked, so time to blend it all and then put it back in the pot and finish it off with a little bit of herbs that we have.
Now reheat to bring it back to drinking temperature and serve. Garnished with some garlic chives. Yum, yum.
Let's taste it. Look at that, beautiful. I'm gonna mix the chives in. Okay. I am not going to be afraid. There's a lot of garlic in this. Well, whoa. It hits you. You start off with a little warmth and then all of a sudden it's like garlic, but in the most beautiful way. Absolutely delicious. I think the next time I have a cold, I'm sure there will be a next time for a cold, I'll be eating this to get better. So we have had garlic several ways today. Every application has its own flavor and intensity level. Believe me, it's nothing to fear. For the garlic virgin, start out with a hint of it and go from there. Don't fear it. Try something new. Be brave. We live once. Have a great week, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Food Journey has a new Insta. If you were following us before, come and follow us here now at Food, J-E-R-N-Y.